During 19 years of playing international cricket, Jacques Kallis established himself as the world's leading all-rounder in all forms of the game, influencing hundreds of matches with runs, wickets and catches. While still playing, the desire to use his profile and influence to better the lives of those less fortunate than him burned brightly, and so the Jacques Kallis Foundation was born.
I think the main reason why the foundation started was through the way I went through school. Certainly didn't come from a background that had a lot of money, and I was always taught by my dad, when you're in a position to give something back, try and help those that are less fortunate than you. And Dave Rundle and myself decided, instead of taking the money that we got for the benefit season, we decided to put into a foundation to give back to those that are less privileged. Look, there are a lot of programs out there, the development programs that Cricket South Africa put out. Ours is slightly different. It focuses on a couple of individuals. That's the route that I try to go. Is trying to focus on the best individuals and trying to give them the opportunity to go to a school and afford their dreams that I had, and get a chance to travel the world like I did. Even if they don't get the opportunity to make it in the sporting world, they get a great education, and we've had guys come through that's made it on the sporting field and off the field in education. So it's a win-win. It's up to them now to put in the hard work and take advantage of an opportunity.
The second my dad came home and told me that it was approved, I was overjoyed, and I was feeling emotions that I can't describe even to this day. Because knowing that you've got backing from people like them gives you a lot of confidence as a person, and gives you confidence in your abilities, and that leads obviously performance in whatever you're doing, be that cricket, academics.
I was very fortunate to meet Nelson Mandela on a couple of occasions, and he said that sport has the ability to unify people, and education is the way to go forward. Very similar to what our foundation's about, helping the guys along with education and give them an opportunity in sport. So nice that I can follow along his legacy that he's left behind, and hopefully we can do and move forward in this country like he wanted us to move forward. And if I can play my little bit in doing that, that'll mean and does mean a lot to him. Education is probably the most important one. It's certainly something that I look back at my career and probably would have done differently. If I had a major injury, what would I have done? Who knows? When the guys sign up, they sign up, we don't expect them to get A's, but we certainly understand that there's a certain level that they can get to and should be getting to, so we put pressure on that. And every now and again, Jacques got to give them a call and say, listen, pal, I know you love your sport, but we've got to make sure that we sort the education out. So once they signed up, I said to them, guys, you're getting an opportunity here, and if you do make it in life, hopefully you'll give back to the foundation. And the guys that have come through and have got their degrees or in the sporting side are always prepared to come back. Doesn't have to be financially, but sometimes it's just time, coming to speak at dinners or meeting the new scholars and telling them about it. So very fortunate of the way the kids have come through. It's unbelievable how the guys have made it in all aspects of life, which obviously shows you that we're heading in the right direction and doing the correct things and not just focusing on one aspect of life. Yeah, we're very strict on that. We've got trustees that keep their finger on everything, so every cent that gets donated to the foundation goes to the foundation. I'm very proud to say how we run it from a financial side, and I can look back at a lot of pride how the kids run it, how we run it, and how the whole sort of foundation has come together. And yeah, we try to find the guys at Cricket Weeks, the best talented guys there, and do background checks on them to make sure that the family's got a decent background, and that they can't afford to go to a good school like Wynberg, Selborne, Maritzburg and Pretoria boys. Once you've sifted through that, we will put them through a process where we'll interview them. Keith Richardson, who used to be the headmaster at Wynberg, played a big role in that. And then we basically cover their costs from grade 8 to grade 12, cover all their schooling costs, and if they need to go into the hostel, cover that for them as well. If they do go on cricket tours, and they try and help them with that, with fundraising and that kind of stuff. So we basically cover all their costs, and it's an expensive affair. It's probably between 60 and 80,000 rand per kid per year, and we have 15, 20 kids, so it's a lot of money to raise. What's it, 1.5 million rand there and thereabout, which is tough to come by, especially in South Africa. Obviously it's a Jacques Kallis Foundation, so people want to see me involved, and now that I've retired, I'll get a little bit more time to source a few fundraising things and overseas cash and that kind of stuff, and spend a bit more time with the kids. So it's nice that I can be involved and not only help out but be there as one of the mentors. But it is for a great cause, and to get overseas exposure would be magnificent from the sponsors and that. So hopefully we can source some cash there and carry on growing this thing. Like I said, it's certainly brought us a lot of pride.